Before we start the video, just a quick reminder that I do have a Discord server, so if you haven't yet, please join it. We can chat there, and also it's a good way for me to communicate with you in case something bad happens to the channel. If you're interested, the link to it is in the description. Yo, what's up guys, it's Overlord469 and I'm here with Nick the Brick.
Hello everybody, it's me Nick the Brick, and today I'm gonna rank all of the Ninjago final battles with Overlord1469. And if you don't know my channel, I'm making tons of custom minifigures, especially the Ninjago ones and all of the other fun stuff like that. So the link is in the description, would appreciate if you would check it out if you haven't already.
Please keep in mind that this ranking will be based on the main 13 seasons in the series, so we will not be including the pilots, Day of the Departed, or other media. Also, everything in this video is our own opinions. Let's get started.
So at number 13 we have Season 12, aka The Prime Empire, and honestly I'm a huge fan of that season, but the final battle just wasn't there. It wasn't nearly as good. You know, there just wasn't anything interesting to it. It was just another battle in Ninjago City with another dragon. But yeah, I guess Jay fighting with Unagami was great, but something that just makes it way worse than it actually seems to be is the way how Unagami turned good. You know, so here you have that evil guy, he's completely out of his mind, and then he gets turned good with just a few words? Yeah, that just doesn't work like that. And I know they're trying to say that there's good in everyone and stuff like that, but some people are just evil and you can't change that, like we saw with Season 13. I'm not saying it was a bad fight, but it was definitely the weakest of the whole series.
At number 12, we have the Season 11 final battle. Season 11's final fight is not the greatest thing ever. I like the choreography. I will admit that when I first saw it, I was blown away with how jelly-like the character models were. Lloyd's role was definitely amazing. I loved his battle with Zane, but the other ninja did not have much to do. Just to be clear, I will not go into criticisms of the episode, that will be another video, but having the other ninja just fight Boreal and catch up to Lloyd to conveniently have reminded Zane of who he was already is not very interesting for me. Also note that Zane probably had much more Ice Samurai than the ones Lloyd was able to take out. I understand if they never noticed Zane was fighting Lloyd earlier and they were probably distracted by Kataru and Grimfax, so that is why they and Vex showed up when Lloyd was frozen, but to have seen the other ninja also fight the Ice Samurai would have been awesome. So yeah, in a couple of words, had the battle given the other ninja bigger roles, it would have been a lot better. Now let's switch to Nick, who is going to talk about a final battle with a very similar situation.
At number 11, we have Season 7, aka Hands of Time. And yes, this really wasn't the best season at all, and sadly also ending wasn't that good. But you have to keep in mind that Season 7 was supposed to be the end of Ninjago, but then they had to change a lot of things because the show wasn't actually going to end. And yes, I can definitely see why it was so rushed. Yes, the Fusion Dragon, Kai and Nia, and the fight with Time Twins was okay. I mean, it was great, but nothing really special. Also, I really like how Wu sacrificed himself. That was very well done, but luckily he comes back in Season 8. But overall, it was a pretty lame finale as well as the whole season.
At number 10, frankly enough, we have Season 10's final battle. This final battle has its faults mainly for being kinda boring, though not as much as Season 7's due to the soundtrack and choreography. The Oni were not executed that well as villains, so this might be another factor into my low ranking for this. They just felt like another villainous faction, not something to fear as they approached the Monastery of Spinjitzu. I did like the nostalgia that was created though, such as with the ninja using the golden weapons or just fighting at the Monastery of Spinjitzu, but it is not necessarily a battle you would call mind-blowing.
At number 9 we have Season 6, aka Skybound, and honestly if this was totally my list it would be much higher. The season was just more than phenomenal, and the ending was actually great, unique, something fresh that we haven't seen before, and probably never will in the series, which is great. But however, I really have to point out how good of a villain Nedakan was, and the way he was defeating the ninja at the end was very awesome. There was such a perfect fight in my opinion, and at the end we see Nia die, which was very unfortunate, but thankfully the whole thing gets reserved, and Jay, Nedakan and Nia remember all events.
At number 8, frankly enough, we have the Season 8 final battle. Season 8's final battle is not mind-blowing like Season 10's, but it has qualities I really like. The soundtracks fit in really well while the ninja jumped across some buildings in Ninjago City, the Colossus is really good concept-wise and it strikes fear, and you also had Lloyd running from Harumi, which was very well done choreography-wise and with the character's dialogue. As a whole, I really liked the battle, and in my opinion, that is what ranks it above the ones so far on the list. Again, I will not talk about the season finale specifically, that will be another video, but killing off characters is a very mature topic. Even though the 4 original ninja were not truly killed when the Colossus crushed the Destiny's bounty, I loved how Lloyd had to watch that happen and he ended up accepting defeat.
At number 7, we have Season 9, aka Hunted. And at first, this is one of my favorite seasons, I just love how dark it is. And also, finally wasn't disappointing at all. The way how Lloyd obtained his powers again was awesome and was also very beautiful to watch. It was a very well done scene. And yes, I gotta say, all of the Onin Dragon trilogy seasons have a very strong fight, that's for sure. And yes, it was also another fight with dragons, but that was totally fine, I would say. I don't really have to say anything else because it's just so good.
At number 6, we have the Season 3 final battle. Season 3's final battle was both really memorable and enjoyable. The Overlord made New Ninjago City into some sort of fortress, and I loved the stakes while the ninja fought. The Overlord was way too powerful, and it was possible for the ninja to lose, but in the end, Zane gave his life to save everyone. The final battle was very emotional, and that is what ranks it above those so far, but its problem is that it is not much of a fight. We do get to see the ninja ride their vehicles, lock themselves up at the Temple of Fortitude and whatnot, but Zane and the Overlord did not really fight. Zane just touched his golden armor, and they went kablooey. If there was more of a fight, this would have been ranked higher, but unfortunately, there was not much.
At number 5, we have Season 1, aka The Rise of Snakes. And yes, this one might be just so slightly higher than it should have been, but I don't know, it's just a very nice fight. And it's also a very nostalgic fight, you know, I just loved finale as a kid and I still do. Ninja fighting with the Great Devourer was more than awesome, it was just amazing in so many ways. The only thing that I'm not really the biggest fan of is that Garmadon defeated the Great Devourer, but I mean it was kind of a twist, so it wasn't as bad.
At number 4, frankly enough, we have the Season 4 final battle. While this final battle may not have as many stakes as Season 3's, it has quite a bit of stakes with Ninjago being in great danger and Lloyd gets mad that Garmadon might leave him again. Also, it is an actual battle. You get to see the ninja face off against Chen and the Anacondrae, the so-called imposters that is, and it was really enjoyable to watch them fight. You could see all sorts of not just elemental masters, but Ninjago characters as a whole fight the Anacondrae. Additionally, the choreography was very well done, and once Garmadon sacrificed, quote-unquote, himself and the Anacondrae generals, the real ones that is, were freed from the cursed realm, I was in awe. It was really well done, and I hope we can see more Ninjago battles like this in the future, but 3 were able to top it.
At number 3, we have Season 5, aka Possession. I actually thought this was an awesome finale back in the day, but now every time I look at it, it seems worse. I'm just not the biggest fan of it, and I would personally put it quite a few spots lower. I gotta say, Nia unlocking her true potential was more than great, and I consider it to be the 3rd best true potential. You know, nothing can beat Zane and Cole. That was just perfectly done. I mean, I guess it was nice, but I feel like it's very overrated and it doesn't deserve as much love as it gets.
Our runner-up, or number 2, is frankly enough the Season 2 final battle. The final battle. Season 2's final battle was absolutely awesome because of a bajillion reasons. 1, the stakes were high since all of Ninjago had fallen into darkness and it was up to the ninja to stop the Overlord. 2, the ninja were prepared to lose and you could see that as they fought and interacted with each other. 3, you had some absolutely epic scenes such as Lloyd becoming the Golden Ninja, Lloyd's fight with the Overlord, which was amazingly well choreographed in my opinion, and Cole, Zane, and Jay being corrupted by darkness. Finally, 4, this was supposed to be the end of Ninjago, and seeing everything from what was released at the time culminate here was spectacular. Now having so many Ninjago seasons after, I do feel like this battle can get a bit overrated, but I still find it very enjoyable to rewatch. However, one final battle was able to surpass it.
At number 1, we have Season 13, aka Master of the Mountain, and I genuinely cannot express how good that was. Honestly, it felt like a movie finale, like some kind of a Marvel movie would do exactly like that. There was just so much stuff happening and all of it was good. It really was such a miracle for my eyes, and I really don't mind watching it over and over. And don't let me even start to talk about Cole's Spinjitzu Burst, that was just an amazing scene with his mother flashbacks and all, and it was really an awesome fight. And it really brings a lot of development to Cole as well as the whole season, and Cole is my favorite ninja and I really can't hide that. And so this is it for this video, and again thanks for you Overlord for having me there, and also don't forget that link to my channel is in the description.
Yes, of course, Nick. It was a pleasure to have you on the channel. I hope we can do more collabs in the future. What is your ranking of the Ninjago final battles? Please let us know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next video.
Have a great day. Bye.